Hello, everyone. This is Vishal Bhasin, co-founder of Wize Computing Academy. Welcome to our webinar. We just wanted to share information about our franchise concept, who we are, and what we do. So, without further ado, let me just get started. So, investors and new franchise owners turn to us, obviously, for a financial opportunity and to build wealth, to be in business of their own, have the work-life balance, flexibility, and also there's a huge element of giving back to the community. We are teaching important 21st century skills to young kids, and that's a really great way to give back. So our business opportunity presents potential franchise owners with a profitable business opportunity along with giving back to the community. So we'll cover information about the company. I'll talk a little bit about the business side of things, and then finally talk about the franchising side of things as well. So why we are doing this, right? So we know that all parents these days have a strong desire for their kids to learn computers and learn the 21st century skills in the current time. So while there is that desire, and we all know that STEM jobs are, there are so many jobs that go unfilled in the US that, and also minorities are severely underrepresented in our field. And what we've seen, I live in Dallas Fort Worth, but what we've seen around the country is that these kind of resources are either very hard to find, and even if you find them, they're fragmented. Kids may have a program that they can do maybe a few months in a year, maybe a camp here and there. There is no continuous way to learn these important skills. And the demand for such education continues to increase. By from what we've seen, the market is projected to reach to $87 billion by 2028, with a compounded annual growth rate of 13%. And parents recognize the importance of this, and traditional schools often lack the resources, the expertise. We all know that teachers are overworked and underpaid in many cases, almost all cases, and they have to stick to a curriculum that they're working on. So the really having a hands-on activity, providing them with really comprehensive curriculum that allows kids to express themselves, tinker around, they don't have much time or even resources to implement that. So our solution is to build a curriculum that's based on creative computational thinking. It's designed by folks like myself, who work in the IT field, are computer engineers and scientists with a lot of real life technology experience. We do our classes both in person and online, and our instructors are specifically trained on our classroom management pedagogy approach to really emphasize on fun learning environment, right? From a technology standpoint, we use best of the breed technologies to really ensure that the engagement of the student is maximum in the classroom. So our goal really, we focus on overall cognitive development of a child, both their soft and hard skills. And really, we want them to be, good team players, have self-confidence, have great presentation skills, and really prepare them for the real world. Most of our kids are excellent or great users of technology. They can teach us a thing or two about using our devices. But what we really want to do is to turn that around and have them be creators and not just the users of technology. So we were founded in 2015 in here in Dallas Fort Worth. We teach project-based curriculum in coding, robotics, and design. We start at a very young age of 4, and we go all the way to 18. We partner with schools, with preschools, with community centers, We also do our programming online. In addition to our regular classes, we also participate in various worldwide coding and robotics competitions. Some of the examples are First Lego League and Vex Robotics. And at this time, we are partnering with over 175 schools and community centers in US and Canada. So what you're seeing on your screen is just a few handful of locations that we serve. You will see a good mix of schools, school districts, community centers, even libraries, and such, and preschools as well. So at this point, we have 30 locations spread out in US and Canada. 6 of them are in Canada, and the rest are in the US. So our values, we're very much community connected, student centric, and service oriented, right? So while we are spread out, we see each of our unit to be independent, and we want them to be really leaders in their community, really put the students first in whatever it is that they're doing. So our approach is very much learning by doing. We are engineers here, and we believe that learning by doing is really the best way to learn anything, right? So the better way than that is to teach. But of course, we're talking about young kids here. So outside of teaching, they can learn by doing. And we partner with a lot of nonprofit organizations to basically deliver our courses as well. So the whole approach of teaching is experiential learning, where kids are sort of working on projects, whether it's coding, robotics, or design. And while they are working through that, many times they're going to fail. But every time they're experimenting and failing, they're learning from that, so they can reflect on that and then go back and correct the things that they did not do correctly. So what you see here on your screen is a 30,000 feet view into our computer science pathway. The way to read this is if you look at it vertically, it's introductory, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And if you look at it horizontally, it's design, build, and code. And so this is really a comprehensive, well thought through pathway curriculum to have our students go from introductory all the way to advanced. So the benefits really for students, this cognitive skills, problem solving skills, logical thinking, technical skills in learning, coding, robotics and design, confidence, self-esteem. Also, we give them a lot of opportunity to compete, which we think is very important as they grow as well. And for our partner locations, right, they get access to programs that might not be available otherwise. Their kids really get an opportunity to apply the learning that they're doing at school. In many cases, we do revenue sharing as well. So it's really a win-win situation for our partner locations and us. So switching gears toward the business side, I want to highlight 4 growth factors, right? Every business has growth factors. For us, the first one is total addressable market. Our territories are actually quite large. They include an area with up to 250,000 people. And distribution, since we don't have a brick and mortar store, we are an asset light business, and we're partnering with schools. We're doing our programming online as well. We can really scale quite rapidly and do our programs in multiple locations at any given time. Our margins, since we are asset light business with no brick and mortar store, the margins tend to be much higher. Students tend to stay with us for much longer time, and the customer acquisition cost, since we're not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing, is actually much lower than any direct to consumer business, right? Our business, we view it as B2B2C and B2C, which is partnering with our partners, schools, preschools, and community centers, and then also teaching directly to families as well. Finally, network effects, right? Network effects are very sort of common. If we continue to add value to people, they will recommend us to their friends and families. But also for our franchise owners, right? Since we are spread out, we are continuously enhancing our offering, what we do, how we do it. They don't really have to participate in that. They get benefited by all the new items that we're adding automatically, right? Because they have access to 100% of our curriculum at all given times. So revenue streams, right? So basically, we do after-school coding and robotics clubs. We do camps when the schools are closed in spring, summer, and winter. We also provide group or one-on-one sessions, especially on the weekends and evenings, online sessions, competition preparation. We work with the Girl and Boy Scouts for badges, STEM badges, and we partner with a lot of non-profit organizations to really expand our reach. And many times they have the grants, but they may not have the programming. So we come in to provide the programming to them. Our class schedule and logistics, right? We sort of sync up with the location that we are working with. Every franchise unit has their own online registration and payment system. Communication, we are very transparent about communicating with parents and schools on a regular basis, on a weekly basis, actually. And our policies and procedures are very clearly defined. So everyone goes through the same onboarding process, no matter where they are. And of course, everybody has to be background checked. We are dealing with kids here. So teachers take on teaching with Wize, it's very much hands-on, a lot of flexibility. Our teachers get huge amount of professional development because they're learning, while they're teaching, they're also learning these important skills as well. They don't really need any prior experience in coding, robotics, and design. The way we approach our training is we use the exact same curriculum to train teachers that we use to teach kids. So if we can teach an 8-year-old, we can certainly teach an adult as well. Real world challenges, fun learning environment, a supporting staff, and really involving the parents in ensuring students' success. So switching gears to franchising, at this time, our initial franchise fee is 38,500. Monthly royalty is 876%. For all practical purposes, as anybody starts, it's 8%. And what do they get out of that, right? So what they get out of that is a recurring revenue model, very nice, close-knit, community-based culture, a lifestyle business that allows for fast break-even, recession and pandemic proof, right? Thanks to our hybrid approach, we did exceedingly well during pandemic and came out much stronger out of that. So certainly, and also I think education is one of the fields which is generally speaking recession proof anyways. And a strong world-class curriculum that kids love and reinforces both soft and hard skills. So how do we support our franchises? From the very beginning, in consultation, in territory selection, and establishing the business, identifying initial set of target schools and locations, age groups, what curriculum streams to teach. So we sort of help them out, handhold them on all those aspects. And also, the idea is to provide them comprehensive training when they come on board in all aspects of running the business, whether it's sales, marketing, operations, human resource, customer relationship, all of the above, right? And in addition to that, we also help them with recruiting, business planning, goal setting, and tracking, right? I mean, as you imagine, we are in 2024. It's a very data-oriented approach towards checking how well we are doing. So we help them with KPIs and also OKRs. They get 100% access to our curriculum and training material. We help them. I mean, they are basically coming into a franchise system because they want a proven platform that they can build on top of, right? So we certainly help them with setting up their website, the web page on the website, social media pages, registration system that's online. And of course, they have access to all other franchise owners and team members so they can lean on them for timely support as well, in addition to us in the corporate staff. So finally wrapping up a little bit about advantages over brick and mortar business, right? So it's a asset light, low initial and ongoing cost, so high margin, ability to scale, right? We are not limited to four walls of a storefront. So it allows us to scale quite rapidly, given that we have huge territories that we provide. Very flexible. It's not a 9 to 5 job that you're getting into. Finally, very convenient for parents. Since we go to where the kids are, it's safe, convenient, and much more cost affordable for our parents as well. So we have more information here, so finally, proven project curriculum, design thinking concepts that are built into our class routines, professional trained teaching staff, low teacher to student ratio, regular communication, regular updates to our curriculum, project showcases, competition. So it's a really comprehensive approach towards project-based STEAM enrichment. So there are other items in this presentation that will be available to you that you can certainly take a look at. But I will stop here, and if there are any questions, please feel free to reach out. My name is Vishal Bhasin, and you can reach out to us at wizeacademy.com, and info@wizeacademy.com is our email. Thank you so much.